Welcome to the sixth episode of the WorkSkills.pro podcast. Unlock your potential and elevate your career with the WorkSkills.pro podcast, a comprehensive resource dedicated to equipping you with essential work skills for today's dynamic job market. In this week's episode, we feature helpful information about communication skills at work and get some insights into the job of data scientists in the United States of America. Are you ready? Let's begin. Part 1. 3. Teamwork and collaboration. Most jobs in the United States involve working as part of a team. Understanding how to be a good team member is essential for career success. American workplaces value people who contribute ideas, support their colleagues, and help the group reach its goals. Section A. Key vocabulary. Study these 10 key terms. Read the definition and the example sentence. Try to use each word this week. 1. Teamwork. Definition: working together with other people to achieve a shared goal. Example: our teamwork allowed us to finish the large project 2 days early. 2. Colleague. Definition: a person you work with in the same organization. Example: she asked her colleague for help when she didn't understand the new software. 3. Consensus. Definition: an agreement that all members of a group can accept. Example: after a long discussion, the team reached a consensus about the best solution. 4. Delegate. Definition: to give a specific task or responsibility to another person. Example: a good manager knows how to delegate tasks so the work is shared fairly. 5. Accountability. Definition: being responsible for your own actions and their results. Example: he showed accountability by admitting his mistake and finding a way to fix it. 6. Diversity. Definition: having people with different backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives in a group. Example: diversity in a team often leads to more creative and effective solutions. 7. Conflict resolution. Definition: the process of finding a peaceful solution to a disagreement. Example: good conflict resolution skills help keep a team working together positively. 8. Constructive. Definition: helpful and useful, especially for improving a situation. Example: she gave constructive suggestions that helped the team improve their plan. 9. Synergy. Definition: extra energy or effectiveness created when people work together. Example: the team's synergy meant they produced results better than anyone could have done alone. 10. Interdependence. Definition: a situation where people depend on each other to succeed. Example: the interdependence of the marketing and sales teams made communication essential. Section B. Dialogue. Navigating team dynamics at a new job. Omar: I started working in a new team last week, and I'm finding it difficult. Everyone has very strong opinions. Ms. Chun: that's actually normal for new teams. What kinds of disagreements are happening? Omar: we can't agree on how to organize our project. Everyone wants to do it differently. Ms. Chun: this happens often. The best approach is to focus on finding consensus, an agreement everyone can accept, even if it's not each person's first choice. Omar: how do we do that? Ms. Chun: start by having everyone share their idea briefly, without interrupting. Then look for common points between the ideas and build from there. Omar: what if someone is not contributing? One person on my team barely says anything. Ms. Chun: try to encourage quieter team members directly. Ask them what they think in a supportive way. They may have great ideas, but feel shy about sharing them. Omar: what about accountability? If someone doesn't do their part, the whole team suffers. Ms. Chun: that's true. It's important to set clear expectations at the beginning and make sure everyone knows what they are responsible for. Omar: in my country, the manager usually makes all the decisions. Here it seems different. Ms. Chun: yes, in many U.S. companies, teams are expected to work collaboratively, meaning everyone contributes to decisions. It can feel different at first. Omar: I think I need to be more open to different ideas, even when they're not what I would choose. Ms. Chun: that's a great insight. Respecting diverse perspectives is one of the most valuable teamwork skills you can develop. Section C. Article: being a strong team member in the American workplace. In the modern American workplace, nearly every job involves some form of teamwork. Whether you work in healthcare, technology, education, or business, you will almost certainly be part of a team at some point. Understanding how to collaborate effectively is not just a nice quality, it is a professional necessity. A strong team member contributes actively to group discussions, completes their tasks on time, and supports their colleagues. In the U.S. workplace, it is generally expected that everyone on a team will speak up and share ideas. Unlike some work cultures where decisions are made only by leaders, American teams often work by building consensus, finding solutions that everyone can agree on. One of the most important qualities of a good team member is accountability. This means taking responsibility for your work and your mistakes. If you make an error, the American workplace culture generally expects you to admit it, apologize if necessary, and find a solution. Blaming others or making excuses is seen negatively and can damage trust within a team. Conflict is a natural part of teamwork, and knowing how to handle it is essential. When disagreements arise, the most effective approach is to address the issue directly but respectfully. Good conflict resolution means listening carefully to the other person, looking for common ground, and focusing on the problem rather than blaming the individual. Many American companies offer training in conflict resolution because they recognize how important this skill is. Diversity is another important element of American team culture. In many U.S. workplaces, teams include people from many different cultural and professional backgrounds. This diversity can lead to greater creativity and better problem solving, but it also requires everyone to be respectful and open-minded. Recognizing that others may approach problems differently and that their way has value is a key skill for any team member. Delegation is also an important concept in team settings. On many American teams, tasks are divided based on each person's strengths. Being willing to take on responsibility and to trust others with parts of the work shows maturity and confidence. If you are a team leader, learning when and how to delegate is a crucial management skill. For people who are new to U.S. work culture, the collaborative team environment can feel unfamiliar. In some cultures, employees wait for managers to give directions before acting. In the U.S., however, taking initiative and contributing proactively is highly valued. If you see something that needs to be done, doing it without waiting to be asked is generally appreciated. To become a better team player, practice being genuinely interested in your colleagues' ideas, even when they differ from your own. Offer help when someone is struggling. Follow through on your commitments. And always communicate openly, even when the message is difficult. These habits will help you build strong professional relationships and a positive reputation in any workplace. Part 2. Physical Therapist Assistant. Job growth, 2024 to 34. 28%. Median yearly salary, $64,560. Education required, associate's degree. Work environment, hospitals, rehabilitation centers, nursing homes, patients' homes. What does this person do? Physical therapist assistants, PTA, help patients recover from injuries and illnesses. They work under the direction of a physical therapist. They guide patients through exercises, use special equipment, and help people regain their strength and movement. For example, they might help a person learn to walk again after a car accident. Important soft skills. Patience is one of the most important skills because recovery takes time. PT as need to be encouraging and motivating to help patients continue even when it is difficult. Good communication helps them explain exercises clearly. Physical strength and stamina are also needed because the job involves helping patients move. Training and education. You need an associate's degree from an accredited PTA program, which usually takes about 2 years. The program includes classroom learning and hands-on clinical experience. After graduation, you must pass a national licensing exam. Job outlook. Employment is projected to grow 28% from 2024 to 2034. As the population gets older, more people will need physical therapy after surgeries or injuries. This creates a very strong demand for PTS. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the WorkSkills.pro podcast. The WorkSkills.pro podcast is part of the WorkSkills.pro website, which features a large variety of career soft skills and career information from the United States of America. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe to our podcast to access future episodes.